Hi there, welcome to Hugh's Nursery, and in this video I'm going to be taking some tomato cuttings using quite a new way of propagating called aeroponics. So we're going to dive back into the solar tunnel and we're going to propagate some tomatoes from the suckers. Okay, so our tomatoes have suckers on them again. It's just a thing you have to do every week, is just to go and check for suckers. And yeah, they're doing quite well. The tomatoes are just about 4 foot tall. I'm guessing about 3 to 4 foot tall, which is what we had in plan. Now this is the pot, the net pot that you have in the aeroponics kit, and it's only about 3 inches or something. So we need to make sure that the tomato suckers are the same size. Now suckers, if you don't extremely know what they are, I've got a video about them, why it's important to to take off tomato suckers to get encourage big growth. So check that out, that has quite a few views on it. Now this is a typical tomato cutting. What I'm going to do is just to take off like that one of the ends. Now I don't need that, this compost. It doesn't matter at all if you leave a bit of skin off, because that's just going to encourage roots to grow, and it will be covered in a growing medium so it won't rot. Now this is a nice tomato cutting, very easy. And then the next thing I'm going to do, because tomatoes can wilt very quickly once they've taken off, just pop it in a pot, and then I'm going to collect 8 more, about 3 more of this size and maybe 4 of a bigger size. So I'll see you then. Now if you can see in the background, and some behind this, I've actually got 8 mint cuttings that have all rooted. Now they do look a bit sad right after I've transplanted them, but that's just natural, and they will spring up in about 5 hours or something, with what I find with mint. Now the problem that I usually get with taking cuttings of tomatoes is that they wilt all the time, and being in the solar tunnel, things can get really hot quite quickly. So this is why I think it's such a good method to use the aeropot, because it's always going to keep it moist, whereas like just in a bit of compost, if it dries out for maybe even half an hour, it's just going to be the end of the cutting. So I'm going to go in and get one of the smaller ones. Now we do have a couple of varieties of tomatoes, but I'm not going to label them, because unfortunately we don't have a very big growing season, so I can't really. I will try and grow them as much as I can, because of the smaller growing season they won't really be able to put on fruit before we get to the frosts. So I'm just going to put in a few in there, a few of these like clay pebbles, and then make a hole in the middle like that, stick it through, and then cover around it, and that is one. Whoa! And that's a cutting there. Now we're just going to place it in like that and carry on going all the way around them. Get a pot, get your cutting out, fill with some around the edges like that, stick in the cutting and go around. So simple. So there are all the cuttings ready. We're now just going to put in the clever machine that creates the fine mist. Want to put it somewhere around the middle, then find a hole like this to thread this through. Now what's really clever is that it has a cap which blocks like any moisture from escaping, which is good. So put that on firmly like that. Okay, and then get a hose and start filling it up with water. Now you want to fill it about ½ an inch to an inch above it. Okay, so there's the aerial pot. We're just going to lift the plants up and put it in like that. You might need to adjust them a bit to make sure that the lid fits over. So there we have it. And then what you want to do, you want to turn it on, the plug at the wall, and then leave it on all the time, and it creates a really nice mist. You can see it in my first video of this, which will be down in the link down in the description. And then simply put on the pot, and then roots should appear within a week. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe so you know exactly when this is going to be finished. And check out a really good review by Real Vince Samios. The link will be somewhere around in this video, and he's done a really good review about this. And you can also buy this very kit down below. It's really worth the money. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.